Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to share this the square pattern I came up with that is sort of derived from other ones that I've seen. I would regard this pattern as intermediate. I've been posting videos for beginners, but I think if you follow the instructions even as a beginner, you'll be able to make this one. It's this lovely embossed square that can be used for many things. This is what the back looks like. It's got this embossed rosette center, which is then squared and then framed with this sort of arrow pattern consisting of 2 rows there. So this rosette is also framed with using back post single crochets, which I'll show you. And the square is also framed the same way, and then at the end you also have this raised back post single crochet frame. So I'm going to use these. I'm making it in shades of purple. I have a friend who likes purple, and I'll join 4 squares and make a scatter cushion for her. But I guess you can use this for shoulder bags, or maybe join 3 rows and use it as the runner of a bed. The possibilities are endless, but I dare say follow me and you'd be able to make this quite elevated square, which veers away, I think, from your standard granny square pattern. So if you're ready, we can start. I'm using today just a gray, and I've upsized my hook. Here I used acrylic yarn on a size 3 hook, but I'll use a size 4 just to show more clearly. And if you're ready, we can start. So we're going to start with a magic circle. As I always demonstrate, lay your yarn on the back of these 3 fingers and hold it with your thumb. Wrap your yarn around the top of those fingers and back to the bottom. Cross over and again at the top and hold it in place with your pinky finger. Then with your hook, insert underneath the first and over the back one and pull it through. Twist your hook, grab the working yarn and pull it through. So that's your magic ring. Just pull out that tail. So into this magic ring we're going to make 8 single crochets. Insert your hook into the ring, pull up your yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1 single crochet. Insert, pull up your yarn, pull through 2. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you've done your 8, you can close by pulling this tail, close your magic ring, and join into that first single crochet you did there with a slip stitch. It's the end of round 1. So round 2 consists of these, they're called popcorn stitches, which is basically 5 double crochets pulled together. Chain 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. Into that same chain, make 4 more double crochets. So that's yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, again yarn over into the same stitch, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now, including this 3 chain space, we have 3, we have to make 2 more. And as I'm working, I'm hiding this tail, so insert your hook and keep the tail over your hook. that's your fourth double crochet, and then your last. So there we have 5 double crochets. All you need to do now is pull up this loop and take out your hook. Now into the top of that 3 chain there, insert your hook from front to back, and insert your hook through this loop and close the loop over your hook, and you're going to bring this loop through that chain, pull up, and then chain 1, yarn over and into the second stitch. Again, make 5 single crochets, 5 double crochets, yarn over, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 1 double crochet, and that's 2, that's 3, 4, and 5. Pull up your loop with your hook, insert. So I've made 7 popcorn stitches, and I'd like to mention something that I wish someone had mentioned to me when I did this. So it might seem, if you look here, that there are 2 stitches left, but this is actually the standing stitch for that first popcorn. It just is a bit exposed, so you actually only have 1 final one there. So let's go ahead and put our 8th popcorn in there. To pull up my yarn, complete the popcorn through that first double crochet I did, and then I'll show you how to join this round. Chain 1. So we want to join with a slip stitch right into the back of this popcorn. You'll see there's a little dimple there, and that's your stitch there. Insert from top to bottom, pull through your yarn, and join with a slip stitch, and there's your neat little flower. So to start round 3, we need to slip stitch into the gap between these 2 popcorns. Right now we're at the back of it, so you're just going to insert your yarn through that gap right there and make another slip stitch to move up your work. So in this coming round, we're going to increase by 2 popcorns. We're basically going to put 2 popcorns between each gap there. So chain 3, and make your first popcorn. 4 more double crochets. Complete this popcorn through that third chain, front to back, chain 1, yarn over, and into the same space make another popcorn. Yarn, pull the loop through, back to front and chain 1. So there we have two. I'll show it again. Yarn over. Now go into the gap between the next two and make two popcorns into that gap. Up, complete, and another one into the same space. So this basically works like any circle increase would work if you work in the round. So here we had 8 popcorns, and now if you keep doing this, the end you'll have 16. Carry on, and then I'll show you how to join. Right, so I'm at the end of the row. I've completed 16 of these popcorn stitches, and like I showed in the previous round, just the slip stitch to the back of that first one, and then slip stitch into the gap there. So for the final round for this rosette, we're going to do 2 popcorn stitches, chain 3 and do 4 more, finish your popcorn stitch, 3, 4 and 5. So that's the first, and do another one. So we're increasing here again. And then in the second gap here, we're going to make only 1. There. So that's the increase for this round. 2 popcorn stitches in this gap, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Carry on like that, and then I'll see you at the end. Okay, I've completed my final popcorn stitch at this point. This is what it should look like. It's quite pretty. And that's the back. So for the next round, we're going to again join through the back of that first one, make a slip stitch, and slip stitch into that space right there, and then chain 1 into that same space, make a single crochet, insert your hook, pull up your yarn over, and pull through 2, then chain 2 and into the next gap, insert your hook, pull up your yarn, make a single crochet, chain 2 into the next gap, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and so on. Go ahead and complete this round. I've completed my final chain 2, and I'm going to join into that single crochet I did right there with a slip stitch. For this round, chain 1, and into that same stitch make a single crochet. Now into this chain 2 gap, make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Into that stitch, make 1 single crochet. Into the 2 chain gap, make 2 single crochets, 1 into the stitch and 2 into the gap. Go ahead and complete this round. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. This is what it should look like now. And for our next round, we're now going to create this raised ridge by using back post single crochets. Let me show you how that's done. So you should have 72 single crochets all round. Just insert your hook into that first one and make a slip stitch. Chain 1. For this round, we're going to do what, as I said, back post single crochet. So instead of going into the stitch from front to back, we're simply going to insert our stitch from back to front, and we're going to go into the second stitch front to back to pull them together like this. Going to grab your yarn, pull it up. Let me show you again. Pull up your yarn so you have your 2 loops standing there, and complete a single crochet. Let me show you the second one. So I'm coming from the back to the front, and then the one thereafter front to back. Pull up your yarn, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and complete your single crochet. One more, back to front, front to back, and complete your back post single crochet. And as you're going along, you'll see it creates this nice raised ridge all round. Go ahead and complete this round. I'm almost at the end. I've completed 69 back post single crochets. So there's number 70, 71, and 72. And to complete, insert your hook into the first back post single crochet and just join with a slip stitch. And that's your work at the moment. So next we're going to turn the circle into a square, basically by doing a double crochet corner, 2 half double crochets, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 single crochets, half doubles, and a double. So to start off with, chain 3, 2 and 3, yarn over and into that same stitch there, make a double crochet. Chain 2, into the next one, make 2 double crochets. Now we want to use lesser stitches, so in the following 2 we're going to make half double crochets. So for those of you who don't know, that's yarn over and insert your hook, pull up your yarn, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. The one thereafter as well, yarn over, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then make 12 single crochets. So don't yarn over, just insert your hook, pull up your yarn, and pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So these two are basically the last double crochets of the round. So starting with this, these two, you have 2 double crochets in the same stitch, a half double crochet in the next one, half in the next one, and 12. And now we're going to reverse that back up. So in the next stitch, make a half double crochet, and in the next stitch again, half double crochet. In the following stitch, in the same stitch, make 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and into the next one again, make 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. So just carry on with this pattern all the way around. You made 2 double crochets there, excuse me, so then it would be half double, 12 singles, half double, and 2 doubles into the same stitch. Go ahead and complete this round. I'm almost at the end. This is what it should look like. You'll see that it still naturally bulges because of the rosette pushing out the stitches, but that's fine. So I've made my 12 single crochets here. 2 stitches left for a half double and another half double. Then we're going to join into this 3rd chain we made. Insert your hook there and join with a slip stitch. I always say do this quite loosely, otherwise the next row's stitches won't go in there. Then slip stitch into this 2nd double crochet from the previous round, and slip stitch into that corner. The next row, very easy, uncomplicated. It's basically going to be a row of double crochets with increases. So chain 3, and into that chain space make another double crochet, chain 2, and into the same chain space there make 2 more double crochets. That's your corner. Subsequently, in each of these stitches we're going to put a double crochet. I always say be mindful to not think that this is your first stitch. Sometimes it's hidden, and right there, that's your 3rd stitch. So carry on making double crochets into each stitch, and then I'll see you at the end of this row. So I'm at the end of the row. Excluding these first 2 that we made here, I now have 22 double crochets across, starting counting there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that 2 chain corner there I'll make 2 more double crochets for a total of 24. So again, make your corner, chain 2, start with 2 double crochets into that corner, and make 24 double crochets across, and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm at the end of the row. I've made 20 double crochets across. If ever you get confused about these slip stitches, where exactly to place, so we've done 22, sorry, we've done 20 across. Let's just count again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4, 6, 8, 20 across, plus the 2 there is 22, so you need to do 2 more. So they go into those slip stitches from the previous round that I said you must do loosely. If you do them too tightly, you'll struggle to insert your hook into them. That's 24. Join again into that third chain there with a slip stitch, and into that double crochet. Make another slip stitch and another into the corner. And that's your block at the end of the row. So now we're going to follow this by another row of single crochets just to get our block to lay pretty neat and linear. So to achieve this, chain 1 and into this chain space make 2 single crochets. Insert your hook, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Make another single crochet, then chain 1 and into that 2 chain space again, the same space, make 2 more single crochets. That's 1 and that's 2, and into that first stitch there, that's 3 and 4, and carry on making single crochets into each of the previous round's double crochets. I'll see you at the end of the row. I'm at the end of the row and I made 26 single crochets across and into that corner. Again, make your 27th and 28th, chain 1 and carry on like this, making 28 single crochets across. I'll see you at the end of the round. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. I have 2 more single crochets to make to complete my row. That's 1 and that's 2. Now for the next row, we want to again do what we did there and create this raised frame by using back post single crochets. So first, disregard this stitch here. That's our chain 1. You want to slip stitch into that single crochet right there. Again, very loosely. And into the next single crochet, slip stitch again. And then you'll see there's the 1 chain corner. Slip stitch into that corner. And that's where we are now. Now chain 1. Now into that 1 chain corner we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1 and another single crochet. That will be our corner. So chain 1 and then into that corner make a single crochet, chain 1 again and make another single crochet. So now we want to make back post single crochets. So go back into that corner there, this time from back to front. Flip your needle through the next stitch from front to back. Pull up your yarn. And make a single crochet. Now from the next stitch, back to front, front to back. Hold this work easier. Pull up your yarn, single crochet. Then you make 1 more. Go back to front, front to back. Pull up the working yarn and complete a single crochet. Just carry on like that and I'll see you at the end of the row. At the end of the row I have 1 back post single crochet to do there, and then another back post single crochet into my 1 chain corner there. So now we're at the corner, make a single crochet, chain one, another single crochet, insert your hook again into the corner and into that first stitch, make a back post single crochet, and carry on making back post single crochets all round. And that's what your corner should look like. Go ahead and finish this round. Right, so I'm at the end of the row. I've got 4 more back post single crochets to do. So there's that one. And into those slip stitches we did there. Sorry, I made 3. And there. 3. So to join, just slip stitch into that single crochet you did there, and slip stitch into the 1 chain corner right there. And that's your work at this point. As it stands, just because I went 1 hook size bigger and changed from acrylic to double knit, these 2 blocks are now the same, and this in itself could be seen and used as a block, but I would like to discuss this arrow pattern and show you how it's done. I think it looks really nice. So on to our next round. So for this row, we're basically going to use double crochets, but configured in such a way as to create this twisted pairing. I tried quite a couple of times. The first time I tried this and failed, so I will try and explain it as best I can. So we'll start with a chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and now we have to do this corner, yarn over, come to the front of this chain 3, take your hook to the back, insert your hook at the back and bring it to the front, then yarn over, pull through the hook, bring it up, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So again, this might look like a jumbled mess, but it will be clearer when you reach the end. So chain 2, and into that same chain space make a double crochet, then yarn over, swing your hook past the front, insert your hook into this gap, and then from back to front insert your hook, yarn over, pull this back, put up your working yarn. Now there are 3 on your hook, yarn over, let me do that again, yarn over, through this gap, insert back to front, yarn over, put up your yarn, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your corner complete. Yarn over, skip this first stitch here, and into the second stitch make a double crochet. Yarn over, and now we're going to work into that first stitch, but from back to front. So again, go through this gap, insert your hook through the stitch back to front, pull this work down, yarn over, put up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the first cluster. So be mindful, the stitch shows, but we've already worked into it. So yarn over, skip the next stitch, in the stitch after, insert your hook and make a double crochet, yarn over, through that gap, insert your hook back to front, yarn over, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let me show that one more time. Yarn over, skip the next stitch, the one thereafter, make a double crochet, yarn over, through that gap, insert your hook into the previous stitch back to front, yarn over, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Carry on making these clusters and I'll see you at the end. Alright, so I'm nearing the end of the row. Excluding that first cluster we made, which is technically the last cluster of this row, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now I'm going to make 15. Then in those final 2 stitches I'm going to make number 16. And then into that 1 chain space from the previous round, we're going to make our cluster turn, the 17th one. Insert your hook into that 1 chain space, make a double crochet, yarn over, go through this gap again into that 1 chain space, back to front, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2, yarn over, into the same 1 chain space, make a double crochet, yarn over, through the gap, back to front, pull up your yarn, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that completes your corner there and is the first of 17 to run across this way. So that's what it looks like. Go ahead and complete this round. I'm almost at the end of the round. I've made 15 of these clusters across. Now the first one we did counts as number 17, so I have to do 1 more cluster into those slip stitches from the previous round, skip 1 into that one, make double crochet and make your front flip double crochet there. And now we have to join. Now as you look at this cluster here, it seems a bit like a tangled mess, but all you need to do is just twist it and you'll see the stitches appear there. So it's lying flat. It needs to be twisted forward, and then you'll see there's your 3rd chain from the previous round. That's where you need to insert your hook and make a slip stitch 2. And then the next stitch there's the front loop, there's the back loop. So into your hook there and make a slip stitch. And then slip stitch into the corner. So that's the first row of this arrow pattern, and now we're going to do the second one, which is fairly easier. This was actually the harder one of the 2. So for this round, chain 3 and yarn over. Now instead of coming over this stitch and inserting your hook from back to front, we are now going to insert front to back, but we first need to twist our hook behind that stitch and bring it around, and then enter into that chain space. Now hold this chain 3 in place, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2, yarn over, and into that same chain space we're now going to make the first of this row. So into that chain space, make a double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook behind that stitch to the front, insert your hook into that chain space to the back, hold the stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your corner completed. Once you have that, the hang of that, it might take a few practice rounds. It did for me. I remember spending an evening just figuring that out and repeating. But after this, it's smooth sailing. You're just going to yarn over, skip this first stitch, into the second one, make a double crochet, yarn over, go behind that double crochet, insert your hook through that gap, insert your hook through this stitch that you skipped, hold this, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'll show that one more time. Yarn over, skip this one, into the next one, make a double crochet, yarn over, and go behind that stitch, through that gap, front to back, hold this in place, pull up your yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're basically doing the reverse of what we did in the last round. In the last round we flipped the hook back to front, and now we're just flipping it front to back, going behind that double crochet right there. So go ahead and complete this round, and then we're almost at the end of our square. So I'm almost at the end of the row. I just want to show another corner, so I'm going to do this last skip and double crochet into that last cluster, yarn over, back to front, front to back, yarn over, pull through and through, then into this corner, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, go behind the stitch, insert back to front, and then front to back, hold this in place, pull up the working yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2, yarn over, and into that same corner do a double crochet, yarn over, go behind that stitch, back to front, front to back, hold in place, pull up the yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. That completes the corner, and then just carry on again. Skip the first stitch, double crochet, yarn over behind the stitch, front to back, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your corner completed. Just go ahead and finish this round. Right, so I'm at the end of the round. I have 2 more clusters to cover there. This one, and then the final one. And then to join again, just like the previous time, just need to turn this cluster, and there's your third chain, and there's your stitch. Insert, make a slip stitch into that double crochet right there, and slip stitch into the corner. Right, so that's your work at the moment, and then we have to just close it up with 2 more rows, a row of single crochet and another row of back post single crochet, to create this this framed effect around it. So for this round, chain 1 into that corner, make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, and into the same corner make a single crochet and another. So that's 2 single crochets, chain 1, 2 single crochets. Starting in this first chain here, make a single crochet, the one after. Just carry on making single crochets all the way around, and I'll see you at the corner. Right. I'm at the corner, again into the corner, just make 2 single crochets, chain 1, 2 more, and then just carry on putting single crochets into each double crochet of the previous round. I'll see you at the end of this round. Right, so I'm almost at the end. I have 4 more single crochets to put into these 2 clusters. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now slip stitch into this first single crochet, into the second single crochet, and then into that 1 chain corner right there. So for our final round, again we're going to do this raised back post single crochet just to round it off and frame it. So chain 1 into the corner, make a single crochet, chain 1, make another single crochet, go back into that corner, back to front, front to back into the first stitch, and make a back post single crochet, go back into that stitch, back to front, front to back into the next stitch, pull up your yarn and make a back post single crochet. We show 1 more, go back to front, front to back, pull up your yarn, complete. Carry on doing this all the way around, and then I'll see you at the corner. And just to finally show how to turn the corner, I'm almost there. Got a few more to make into that stitch, from that stitch into the 1 chain corner, make a back post double crochet, into the same corner make a single crochet, chain 1, make another single crochet, and from that same corner into the first stitch make a back post single crochet, and keep on making them. I'll see you at the end of this round. Right, almost at the end of our work. Just a few more back post single crochets to do into these slip stitches from the last round, and then I'd like to show you my method of joining this corner here. Usually someone would work into that stitch and then just chain 1 cut your yarn and let go. But this tends to leave a little knot here, and it's especially annoying when you have to join squares. So at this point we're going to cut our yarn and just pull up and get your yarn needle and place it inside. So that's the first single crochet we made, and usually crocheting I would just insert my hook there and push it through at that angle, but we want to form a perfect stitch. So with your yarn needle, just go under this front loop here, over the middle section there, under the back loop there, so that you pull up these two loops and then pull through your yarn. And then to complete this final stitch, you need to go back to this stitch only through the back loop. Insert it there and pull it through, and then you'll see no knot there and they're perfectly joined. So then you can just go ahead and hide your tail at the back. Let me just find some perches there. Through there. When you do, don't pull too tightly to deform these stitches. And work your tail back up. And down a third time. So that's the end of this square. Just to give you a size comparison, when I used a double knit and a size 4 hook, and this is quite a thinner yarn, and a size 3 hook. I hope you enjoyed this square. Please leave some comments below about how you found it, and please like and subscribe to my channel. See you again soon.